Hi guys, there's a penny stock that I believe has the potential to 10x. I mean, in this video, I'm going to go through the fundamentals and the technicals. So basically go through any catalyst that I believe could send this price to the moon and also go through any price action. So basically looking at the right time to buy, I believe, is now for this penny stock. The business is always going to be needed, and also the technicals will show that this is the right time to buy. So guys, make sure you watch to the end to get the full benefit of this video. And if you're new, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell for more penny stocks like this. That being said, let's get this bread. So the company behind this penny stock that I believe has got the potential to 10x is OTRK. So OTRK is a leading AI and technology enabled behavioral health company. So a little bit further. So basically OTRK help guys with anxiety, depression, etc., which I believe is very important in nowadays society. So the fact that they're looking to help come out with care programs to help these guys dealing with anxiety, depression, etc., this is a very good business, and there's always going to be a need for the business, and also they have an opportunity to pretty much set them up, establish themselves within this, and going forward in the next couple of years, 5 to 10 years, they've got the potential to do a lot of things, expand immensely within the business. So the ticker for the penny stock is OTRK. So right now the price is actually trading at $9.12. So it's just about a penny stock. It's under $10, or I believe it's really got a lot of potential. In the next couple of months, I believe it could get towards maybe $30, $40. The reason I believe that is, let's have a look at some of the figures. So right now the short float is sitting at 35.11%. I mean, short float is basically shows the amount of short interest, so it shows the amount of short sellers that are basically in this trade. They're short in the stock, they're trying to capitalize on the price falling. So the minute the price starts rising, they'll start panicking because they try to get out of the trade. The higher the short float, right, the more short sellers there are. So when the price starts rising, the more short sellers could get trapped and start panicking. So when they panic, they buy back to cover the position. And by buying back to cover the position, they're creating a lot of demand. And therefore, this actually helps propel the price even further up, sending it to the moon. So the short flow is 35%. Shares flow is 8.26 million shares that are available. So there's not many shares that are available. So the minute short sellers start getting trapped, they're going to be scrambling for shares, and basically because there's not many shares available, and as they're taking all these shares, they're buying back to cover the shares. This is going to cause a short squeeze. So low share float combined with a high short float is pretty much the recipe. On the fundamental side is the recipe for like a huge, like a short squeeze, which is pretty much what you want. And this is the best time to get in, and I'm going to go through that with a technical analysis. So looking at the average volume is sitting at 500,000 shares that get traded on a daily basis. And because we just effectively the market just opened, so right now the volume is sitting at zero. The current volume is sitting at zero. Yesterday's volume was sitting at 900,000 shares. That was basically being traded in one day. So which means that this is higher than the average shares that are being traded on a daily basis. This also means that there's a lot of people getting involved in this, potentially a lot of buyers stepping in on this. So the more people start jumping on this, especially seeing as the price is so low, there's going to be more buyers starting to drop in on this, because look, the price is oversold at the moment and there's a high short interest. So as the volume increases, in particular the demand for the shares of OTRK, basically the higher the price is going to go, the more short sellers get trapped, and therefore more likely there's going to be a short squeeze very soon, I believe by February next year. So if I have a look at the chart of OTRK, in particular looking at the daily chart, and as you can see, the price has been below the 20 moving average for quite some time actually, which means that the trend has been predominantly bearish. And this is partially why there's a lot of short sellers jumping on this, because they're like, you know what, the trend is bearish, let's jump on this, the price is going to continue falling, let's try to get this to like below $1 or $1 at least, and then they can make a lot of money basically on that decline of the price. Or more recently, the price has actually been testing that 20 moving average. It's tested it on the 15th of October, and it's tested it right now. It's actually testing it. So I believe there's a chance that the price is going to break the 20 moving average. So the minute the price gets above the 20 moving average, this could potentially be the start to a bullish trend. The next couple of months is going to be very good for OTRK. And also, if I have a look at the RSI, there's actually some RSI divergence happening. So RSI divergence is when the price makes a new low and the RSI doesn't, which basically means that the bearish momentum is actually coming to an end. So this is usually a good early indication into potentially trend changing and also the start to a new trend. And seeing as the trend has been bearish, the fact that there's RSI divergence, if you have a look, the price has pretty much made a new low, Or if we have a look at the RSI, so the RSI has gone from 15 all the way up to where it recently was at 37. So there's some RSI divergence, which means that the bearish momentum has been coming to an end and the bullish momentum is potentially going to start picking up. More likely that the trend is actually reversing. So it's going from bearish to bullish. So we're going to start seeing some really green candles the next couple of weeks leading into months. So if we have a look at the weekly chart just to see where the price could potentially go the next couple of weeks leading into months towards the end of this year and into the start of next year, so Q1 of next year. If we have a look at the RSI as well, the RSI is actually picking up. So there's some potential RSI divergence on the weekly chart as well. So not only on the daily chart are we getting some, basically the bearish momentum coming to an end, but we're also getting on the weekly chart, the bearish momentum is also coming to an end, which means that from next week, in fact, possibly the end of this week, leading into next week, in the next couple of weeks, we could potentially start seeing some really green candles. And especially seeing as there's a low share flow sitting around, and plus there's a high short interest, this could couple up with basically this price taking off. I won't be surprised if this price goes from $9 to like $18 really quickly, and then $20, and then just continue going on basically within 1 or 2 sessions. And it could potentially even get all the way up to $50. I mean, the most recent high was all the way up at $96. So I would say roughly around $90. So I would say there's no reason why this price can't get to $90. I mean, we all seen what happened with Digital World Acquisition and the likes of those, how the price has just taken off, gone to like over $100 in the space of like a couple of sessions. So I believe this could potentially be the same for OTRK, especially looking at the MACD. So the MACD actually also confirms that the bearish momentum is coming to an end, or possibly coming to an end, because if we have a look, there's a golden cross about to get formed. And not only that, but if we look at the histogram, bearish momentum is actually coming to an end. So guys, OTRK, OTRK, I believe is a very good penny stock to buy right now and hold for the next couple of months, leading into at least Q2 of 2022, because you could potentially make a lot of money on this, a huge return on investment on this if you just hold on to it. But guys, make sure you do your background DD, because these are just my thoughts and opinions of what I believe OTRK are gonna do. And full disclosure, I bought shares, a bunch of shares this morning. I bought shares on this, and after that I hopped on this video just letting you guys know what's going on, because my last couple of picks have been really good and a couple of you guys have made some really good money on that. And also just remember, penny stocks carry extra risk, guys, but with extra risk there's extra potential for huge profits. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up, let me know this is the kind of content you guys like to see, and I'll be coming out with basically penny stocks that I get involved in and I believe I've got a lot of potential in it. And comment below, let me know your thoughts on OTRK. Do you know about OTRK, or is this the first time I'm putting you guys on it? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.